everybody, welcome to Impossible Coin. This year, we're going to focus on E3 2019 instead of E3 2018 or E3 2017, which are topics previously covered on this show. This is generally preview content, not it's happening content like the GIF. Somewhere in West Texas. Oh, see here, let me check my notes.
Oh my
come on.
Rocky Hardy?
Yeah, that's me, man. We've done this like 5 times.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. And big upstate Ohio, my biggest fan, Tegan Somerset.
My heart hurts.
Oh, God.
Everything hurts.
We just got here.
I know. I'm already dead.
Tegan, why are you dead? We have E3 to preview.
You're killing me. You're killing me right now.
Oh, man.
And I'm Festival Hardbody. And Brian is out with gingivitis.
Damn. Hate to lose him like that.
That's not how that works.
Tegan, are you familiar with advanced stage gingivitis?
Being a ginger myself, yes I am!
Oh, God. Gingers have a propensity for gingivitis?
Did they weaponize it?
Racist.
What? I'm asking.
We have weaponized it.
Oh, God, don't do this. Tegan, are you the reason Brian's not here?
I am.
Oh, no.
Brian, come back, please.
Tegan, how could you do
Please,
this?
I'm dying.
Guys,
Brian, come back, I'm dying!
I gave Hardbody $5 and told him to go down to the store and get me some...
Pick up some
I
cigarettes!
did not tell him to pick up cigarettes, Tegan. I'm not going to smoke.
But if he goes to the store to pick up cigarettes and never comes back...
We always want Festival to come back.
No, we don't. We really don't.
But there's a Festival Hardbody inside all of us.
Maybe you do. Oh, God, no. No, there is not.
There's a festival
It's
in us
true.
all.
The real reason that we're here is because thanks to something which happened earlier this week, I am at full mast. I am completely aroused, and I need to tell everyone about it, which is the Super Mario Maker 2 Direct, and I feel personally attacked, and I have big wood, and I want to share it with you guys. I want to share my wood with you.
Oh, dear.
I feel like that might be inappropriate.
Okay.
Bro.
You know what's not inappropriate, Rocky? Changing landscapes depending on presence of sun or moon. You know what else isn't
cool.
Inappropriate? Fucking slopes.
Yeah,
Oh,
lots
yeah,
of slopes.
Wait, hold on. Dude, we're not supposed to use banter this week. We have big...
Oh,
big
shit. You mean I have to put away my heart? I have to put away my feelings?
Yeah, man.
Just
you gotta
for a little
come
bit.
Just shove them down in there,
Just
man.
till we get to the Nintendo part.
Yeah, you know when to show your
Okay,
heart. It's not
so
right now.
there is
You know
a
this, Brian. Put your wood
there
away.
is a place where it will make sense to talk about Super Mario Maker 2 this week?
Oh, yeah, of
okay,
course,
all
of
right.
course.
So just tuck my heart away as well as my boner.
Yeah, man. Like, and make sure to have your Hawthorne.
Okay, all right.
Pocket full of Hawthorne. Oh, my God.
All right. So I will tuck away my heart boner. I've got my pocket full of hawthorns, and I've definitely got on my best outfit for concealing my penis.
There it is.
God damn it, Rocky. That's just been like two.
Wow, that went everywhere. That literally got everywhere. Disgusting.
I think that about two solid minutes of jokes about a TV show, Tegan, probably are disgusting, and I apologize to our audience. For those of you that don't watch Community, I'm sorry. But yeah, we really are here to preview E3 2019 this week. You know, that's the order of the day. We're going to go through it day by day. We are not going to talk about limited run games this year. Hey, limited run. We know that you are literally going to be the only one there who's going to show anything for the Vita. Fuck off. There we go. We just did limited run. Yeah.
Bold prediction.
You know what? Actually, that's not even a bold prediction. Like, they are going to be the guy who drives the final nail into the coffin of limited run. I'm sorry, no, of the Vita, and that is that. We'll be like, here you go, guys. Here's some game that nobody asked for. It's probably like weeb and horny. Here comes like Thirst Quest. Gaiden.
But Brian, they got Tetris 99 last year.
What's that?
The Vita got Tetris 99 last year. It's finding a new life in the Nintendo Switch Online service.
Rocky. First of all, the joke was that the PSP got Tetris 99. Wasn't even the Vita.
Oh, shit, that's right. Not even the Vita. That's so sad.
So I think that, like, any discussion of E3 this year probably needs to start with mentioning its major absence, because while EA is not technically participating, they're still doing that thing like across town where they're having an event called, EA Plays, and they're running their own 3-day event which ends the day before E3 starts. So EA is still kind of doing their own bullshit thing, which they've been doing for a few years now. So all systems normal there. They're doing the thing. But Sony has just straight up fucked off. So,
well, they haven't been doing. They've been real flaccid with like their E3 presentations the past couple of years.
Last year's E3 presentation for Sony was like the most boring way to present games that actually look interesting.
It was.
Hey,
0 out of 10 last year.
Oh.
Weren't they the ones with the drumline and like 2 sites?
No. You are confusing 2 different E3 press conferences. Drumline,
okay,
was EA, where they wheeled out a drumline for fucking Madden, and they're like, "Hey guys, check out this drumline. It's Madden." The conference,
right.
the people who had 2 different conference sites were Sony, where they gathered people in a building that would appear in footage from The Last of Us Part 2, and they're like, "Hey, isn't it wild? You're sitting in a building that looks like a building in the trailer. Isn't it crazy?" And then...
Oh, yeah, and then they moved them to a different venue to show off
so then
Sekiro.
they moved them to a different building for everything else, but in the meantime, they had to vamp for time, so they cut to like a fucking commentary desk, and they're like, "Wow, let's show some titles from our third-party partners," which were like much tighter video packages and got people interested, like quicker. But like they weren't those deep dives that people were looking for. It was, but it was stuff like Resident Evil 2 remake, coming soon. Are those guys in their new chairs yet? No? Shit.
Nope.
Hey guys, the Tetris effect.
We forgot to factor in traffic time when we
they're still
did
stuck
this
in
thing.
traffic. Fuck.
Right.
And since then, Sony has kind of rolled out these Sony State of Play things, where they're kind of riffing on a model which is already being used by Nintendo and Microsoft. And the first one was real bad. The second one was like some better. Like, I'm definitely not going to write home about the second one. But like, my guess is what we'll hear from Sony is a full week to 2 weeks before E3. Probably with sometime next week, or when, like, may have already happened by the time this thing is out. Sony is going to drop another one of these things. And be like, hey, everybody, just want to bring you up to date on shit you want to buy. And it'll probably be, like, limited and focused. Because they've got a bunch of stuff, some of which is likely coming out this year, that they want to get people up to speed on, like, because they still have Last of Us Part 2 outstanding. That still has not dropped and is almost certainly going to happen this year. Ghost of Tsushima, which is also likely for this year. And Concrete Genie, which is also likely for this year. And Death Stranding, which is likely, I think, for sometime before Christ come back. So, who knows?
Sometime before the emergence of the Antichrist.
Sometime before Earth's sun dies.
I mean, right now, that baby sitting inside of him has more rights than most women, so, you know.
So
there is that.
What do you guys think Sony is going to do before E3 to try and use this time of year when people are paying attention to video games to get a little bit of attention and message on the stuff that they need to message about? Or do you think they're going to message at all? Do you think we're going to get total radio silence?
I think we're going to get, like, a short state of play. I think they're going to say that the PlayStation 5 is in the works, but not necessarily, but, like, they're going to, like, do a formal announcement of that, probably, and be like, it'll be backwards compatible, and you can expect it sometime in 2021 or whatever.
They did that drop where they partnered with a media outlet on discussing, like, they've already released specs now for the console.
Right, but I think we're gonna get, like, a visual of it, you know? I think we're gonna get something more about it.
The reason I don't think so is I think that they're going to want that to be a dedicated event. You know, Sony has generally announced new consoles at dedicated events where that is the only thing being talked about, like that, and like a launch lineup where they're like, hey, please look at the PS4, please look at the PS3. I remember when they did that for the Vita. But like dedicated events where they can like focus on the device, and get people who are there for that business. When they announce the PS, or like when they roll out a presentation on the PS5 and start talking features and start talking prices, I guarantee you they're going to want to do so in a room where people can cheer. You know, like even Nintendo, who traditionally does video packages now, when they did their presentation on the Switch at the beginning of January 2017, still managed to fill a room with people who could cheer. They may have done it in Japan, so the cheering was a lot more polite, but they still stuck people in a room who could clap.
I want to be in a room so I can clap. I can clap on demand and laugh loudly. Sony, hire me to be in your audience.
So I don't think so, because there's going to be stuff that they want from that announcement.
Well, in that case, if they don't do a state of play, then I don't think we're going to hear shit. Maybe something like after E3 showing off like the titles that they are going to get that other developers have announced.
But the thing that like seems to me to be the weirdest thing, which is outstanding, is that traditionally, sometime in May, Activision holds a event which is just about Call of Duty. So again, we are right on schedule right now for a Call of Duty event. And then generally what happens is at Sony's E3 booth, there's a bunch of stations where people can play that because of the marketing partnership between Sony and Activision for Call of Duty. That's why, Sony's currently getting COD content before Xbox for like DLC and stuff. So if they are not doing an E3 press conference and they don't even have a floor presence this year, then it feels like one of the biggest things that Activision tries to take advantage of is just not there this year. Like there's no place for Activision to effectively COD before the world. So I don't know. Like that it feels like either Activision needs to do a larger Call of Duty press conference in May, or they need to find some other way of showing off Call of Duty on the floor. But that's not going to happen because where are they going to stick those fucking Call of Duty machines? In Ubisoft's booth? That's not going to happen. Because every other place that they can do it is either going to be people who are other third-party devs or a first-party platform who they do not currently have a marketing deal with. Like, they're on friendly terms with Microsoft, but the Call of Duty marketing is not there. I'm sure that they stuck Call of Duty in Microsoft booth, Sony wouldn't be happy because Sony's like, well, what are we paying you for with this deal? So I don't know. It seems like weird business. It seems like a weird absence. So I guess the first real event is EA on June 8th. I like this one because it's one that generally seems to get Rocky big mad. Rocky, how will EA infuriate you this year?
Honestly, I have no idea, man. Like, they're going to talk about Fallen Order for sure, and they're going to spend at least 7 minutes just, like, jerking off on the fact that this game happens to not have microtransactions, even though it's it's a single-player experience that they told us wouldn't make money. But it'll make money, right, guys? Because you're going to buy it, aren't you?
I just want somebody in the crowd to stand up and go, let me get this straight. So you took Vince Zampella, one of the greatest leaders of multiplayer game design in the history of video games, and you told him to make a single-player game. And then you took Amy Hennig, you know what? Not fine, fuck it, and then just walk out.
Fuck it.
Yeah, just
walk out.
I mean, I have no doubt that Jedi Fallen Order is going to be, like, very exciting and very good. But if you told me Respawn was going to make a Star Wars game, there are things I would have expected. Like multiplayer. A focus on multiplayer. I would not have expected Star Wars Uncharted. Alright, so other than a lot of Star Wars Uncharted and bragging about the fact that there are no microtransactions in Star Wars Uncharted, I'm expecting a LucasArts logo on the presentation for Jedi Fallen Order. Now that Disney has resurrected the LucasArts brand, I'm assuming that they are going to assert it kind of like, you know how whenever you would go see a X-Men movie or a Spider-Man movie, you would still see the Marvel Studios logo as like Disney's way of like asserting, like, just to remind you where you are and who owns your ass, like this, you know, Marvel Studios, like, so I'm guessing that like a LucasArts logo is going to be the Star Wars version of that for Star Wars video games. But what the hell else they got? I guess they got the sports games.
Yeah, we're gonna get another like live action trailer of the misadventures of that one
soccer guy.
That one soccer guy, Travis.
I
always want to think his name is Trevor, but that's just my brother's name. I don't think that's right. But yeah, they're gonna have a live action trailer with the actor that they have pretending to be this dude, even though it's clearly just a model in the video game.
Jesus, do you remember when that guy came out on stage and he's like, "I'm going to win the governor's cup, pip pip," and then he like just ran off like he had like an urgent mission, and like everyone was confused as shit.
They're also gonna hire 2 YouTube personalities and 1 TikTok person.
Oh,
And the TikTok person is going to be mildly known in TikTok circles, but the 2 comedians, like, no one will have ever heard of. And they're just going to, like, do some cringy nonsense for about 5 minutes before they, like, intro something. That's also going to happen. Bet.
Yeah, I think that's the most accurate thing. I think that's our most accurate prediction.
Odds of there being a shoutcaster at the EA press conference.
Ooh, actually, unless it's, oh god, what is the blonde woman? The one that's friends with Reggie. Tegan, help me.
Justine?
Justine.
Are you talking about Justine?
Yeah, unless it's Justine, there will be no shoutcaster at the EA conference. I'm willing to say that. Because they don't have a big shooter to sell.
But remember that what they generally do for their big shooters is the year after either Battlefront or Battlefield, they devote a bunch of time to talking about like a big DLC package, like a $30 DLC package. Yeah, like they did it for both Battlefront and Battlefield. So I'm fully expecting this year to be like, fuck you, jumbo Battlefield DLC. I remember from.
Do you think they'll run a 64-man game on stage with Snoop Dogg and Terry Crews?
Can we get some like Zac Efron sweating with like visible cocaine smudged on his jacket this year?
No, Zac Efron isn't available because he parties with The Rock now. We can only get Robert Pattinson because he booked this like a year ago and like forgot.
Now, before he became the Batman.
Yeah.
What? See here. What?
What?
Oh yeah, Robert Pattinson's gonna be the new
Wait,
Batman.
what?
Yeah, he's gonna be the new Batman.
What? No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but this is banter. We got big business today. We gotta deal with these people.
I know, but wait, whoa! Wow. Okay. Sorry, that was exciting. What the hell?
There was a game that EA showed at their 2018 press conference, which I would like to see an update on, which was Sea of Solitude.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was like the thing that they showed last year where I was like, that looks really fucking good and I'd like to play that right now. Hopefully we'll get some more information on that.
That's another thing, because, like, so Joseph Ferris is A Way Out, and Fee had, like, what, like a 2-year turnaround time in, like, the EA, like, indie space, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think A Way Out had 1, unless I'm spacing on that.
No, I think A Way Out was almost done when they announced it at E3.
Ferris really held back, because they announced it in June, then it was out in March. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, like, Sea of Solitude seems like, I don't think they have, like, a Ferris, like a strong industry presence, or, like, on it, so it'd be cool if we got a release date for that, but I'm not sure it's that far along.
I mean, is it... Because it's going to go one of two ways with them, because EA likes to do two things with these indie projects that they're funding. Either they give us a window for release, like with Fee and No Way Out, or like Unravel, they go, and it's out today, which is something which they've pulled with Unravel twice. With both Unravel and Unravel 2, they hit us with, and it's out today.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that EA is in need of some conference wins this year, because they got to get out there and they really can't message on something which, like, they can't message hard for so many different reasons on microtransactions and blind boxes in FIFA and Madden. They can't be like, hey guys, want to spend a bunch of money on FIFA Ultimate Team? One, because there's pending legislation that they don't want to pass, and they really don't want to generate any video clips that somebody can show as part of a presentation from the Senate floor. Yeah.
Yeah. That won't
yeah.
go well.
So they need to get out there and they need to be as consumer friendly as possible in their presentation, which means I expect their presentations for both Madden and FIFA to be very, very features focused and very muted. Like, I don't think we're going to get any fucking marching bands this year for Madden. I expect...
I mean, I think we could get like a small group of flutes. Maybe an oboe.
A single trombone.
But a single sad
A single trombone is no good.
It's all wah-wahs though.
I think that if we're going to get a bunch of like...
Okay. If it only wah-wahs,
I think if we're going to get a bunch of dudes on stage, it's going to be a bunch of fucking like guys doing cartwheels and being alleged Jedis. Like, look at these nerds. Maybe some stormtroopers. But
we're not going to get a full march out in a dress that fucking every woman in the world wants to own afterwards, though, which is a shame.
Miss Janina Gavankar.
I would not be.
She was good to us.
I think they might wheel her out. I think they.
Damn, wheel her out. She's got legs. She can walk, man.
She can stomp on us on those heels, honestly.
I would not be surprised if she does not show up on EA's stage, because we know that she'll be at E3 this year. And she has an existing relationship with EA. And so I wouldn't be surprised at all if what happened is she walks out to be like, and now Vince Zampella of Respawn Games. Like, some...
Wait. The guy that's the pro tag of
right.
like Fallen Order, because yet, I think I remember correctly that like Janina Gavankar was like basically the like player controlled
right.
character in yeah. So like, what if they just have the guy that did mocap for Fallen Order and then they have him do a similar thing, but it doesn't work as well because it's not just Janina Gavankar.
Yeah, I can see something like that. Yeah, my guess is one new indie game. Hopefully it's not Unravel 3.
The Unraveling, dude. Yeah. The Ravening.
Unravel takes New York.
Oh, no.
Unravel takes Manhattan. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
My guess is muted sports, more Battlefield. I'm wondering what kind of, like, and here's more support for Anthem we'll see.
They're probably gonna... They would, like... I feel like they would, like, announce a new raid. And it's still gonna be, like, pretty under-featured.
Yeah. So, but I don't think there's gonna be a lot of Anthem, because Anthem draws... Anthem, like talking about, like, Ultimate Team, draws attention to their failures. This is going to be kind of a muted, apologetic press conference.
We're sorry we're here, guys.
Please forgive us for being here. And I think that they might give us a title card sting or just the briefest of trailers for the new Dragon Age, since they did that at the Game Awards in December.
Oh, they are gonna like squeeze a trailer.
Yeah,
out of that.
That is going to be their
are.
Here's one more thing. You know, from the end of the press conference, like, okay, guys, that's everything today, but here's one more thing. Yeah,
Before
they
we
want
leave.
the thing that'll get a big pop, and that.
Man, but it's not gonna be the Smash logo showing up in the eyes of an inkling. Like, it's not gonna.
God, that was good.
That was really good.
That was really good.
Oh man. Okay, who's after?
That is when we move on to Sunday, and kicking off Sunday, Microsoft.
Okay, let's do it.
I hope
Microsoft is going to show 147 games this year, and maybe a third of them will be in-house.
This is going to be the big Microsoft first-party year.
They're going to say some shit about xCloud. We're going to have an official title for it. They're going to tell us what they're really planning with their new console release that'll probably be out holiday this year.
Oh yeah, and that'll totally grind Sony's beans because they won't have anything to show. Like, they're not showing anything, but then they won't be ready with the new
that is
PlayStation
the reason.
either.
I mean, let's be real. This is this conference right here is the reason that Sony is staying away this year, because
Skipping.
we are going to get Cool Dad Phil Spencer out on stage talking about the line of new Xboxes. There will be prices. There will be release dates. There was going to be a bunch of first party title info. Definitely getting new info on the streaming. My guess is, from the bird's eye view from 1,000 feet and looking at this thing from a few weeks ahead of time, this is going to be the conference this year. Like, we have been building to for the last few years. This Microsoft. This is the one. Like, I guess if this is an anime, this is the episode where they're about to fight all the guys. Like,
oh, this is the episode when Microsoft comes back after their time skip and they're buff.
Yeah.
No one knows why.
Yeah.
They're just
and everyone's like, what happened to his power level?
What's funny is that everybody could have been prepared. Everybody would have been prepared for this if they had just been paying attention to Microsoft's behavior over the last few years. The signs have been there.
Jesus.
And
this is when all the Microsoft stands come back, when they walk back into the light.
Gears of War 5 is going to look fantastic. What they showed last year looked good and fresh and different, and a break from the existing Gears formula. And also, we're going to find out a lot more information about the protagonist of Gears 5, because apparently Gears 5 is a female protagonist, and the internet will stand her.
Ooh, no, it's going to be a big fight. It's going to be bloody. I'm all in.
They showed a little bit of her when they showed the video package for Gears 5 last year, and the internet already seemed to be like, she seems great. Come on, guys. Getting a fresh coat of paint on Gears so that way it has life again has been a priority for Microsoft for a while. And effectively rebooting Gears like Sony effectively rebooted God of War will be kind of a big deal. We're probably going to see a fair bit on Halo Infinite.
Yeah, we might actually get a real trailer this time.
And from the 900 studios that they now own, all right, just for our reference, I'm going to pull up a list of studios that Microsoft now owns.
Please.
Strangely enough, this list just says all of them.
Wow. Everything except the ones that Nintendo is working with?
Pretty
Wow.
much. See here.
Sony, why are you even making
the
games
thing is,
anymore?
Sony first party is
Gross,
great.
son.
It's just slow.
So Sony's the 2011 Nintendo now? Is that what we're doing?
Yep, that's what it seems like.
So,
are we gonna get a release date on Tunic? Because I want a release date for Tunic.
I think that we'll get that at a later press conference. Considering that where Tunic got showcased last year was the PC gaming showcase. Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah,
that
because Tunic is being published by Finji, And Finji traditionally has a strong presence at PC Gaming Showcase. So your current Xbox Gaming Studios subsidiaries are Compulsion Games, whose most recent release was We Have a Few. I don't think that they'll have anything ready to show yet. Coalition, Gears of War people. We're going to see a lot of Gears. Like that Funko Pop Gears game, Gears 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Are we going to see more Halo? New Halo?
I think Halo Infinite, but will there be another Halo game in addition to Halo Infinite?
Yeah, like, and one more thing before we leave today, and it's just like the Master Chief helmet with a big 6 in it, like
well, they
reflecting
indicated
in
that Halo
it.
Infinite is Halo 6. They've done that since.
What if we get but we'll probably get like a Halo Chain of Memories.
Right, exactly.
They also own Playground Games, which we know Playground opened a second studio location, and smoke on the street is that what Playground is doing at that second location is a new Fable game, which they've now been working on for 2.5 years. Sounds like it's time to roll out. It's time to start talking about that new Fable game. Yep.
Trailer?
Yep. My guess is...
Not a gameplay trailer, like a cinematic trailer.
See, Cool Dad knows what's up.
There might be a
He's been holding shit back. Like, the stuff they showed last year was stuff that they showed because they had to show it. You know, it was kind of like they needed to put something on stage. They couldn't... I mean, they have good relationships with indie developers. They have good third-party relationships, which is why they were able to do stuff like Premiere DMC. Like... Last year, Cool Dad got to, like, start showing the fruits of his labor in Japan. Like, hey, guys, like, we've got your Weeb games now as well. So my guess is there'll be some of that on stage. I'm real curious to see what Ninja Theory's been working on.
Jesus Christ. It's going to be like Phil Spencer's going to walk on stage, and then he's going to announce that he's completed his transmutation circle, and then, like, the whole place, like, turns into a philosopher's stone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Shit.
So, like,
He's just sacrifices the entire audience.
Been planning it for years. No, like, it's just all the downtown LA area. Just the whole show.
Oh, okay.
So Ninja Theory, that should be interesting. Cool. My guess is Rare will be on stage with information on, like, year 2 for Pirate Boat Yar.
Yo, you know, it'd be crazy if they actually, like, decided to make, like, a Banjo-Kazooie game. Like...
My guess is if we're going to see Banjo-Kazooie, is that we're going to see Banjo-Kazooie on June 11th. Because...
Okay.
And here's where I'm curious about where this is going to happen. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't happen in both places. I would not be surprised if we see somebody on Microsoft stage... like a Bill Trinan or somebody from the Treehouse, where Microsoft is like, hey guys, and just want to tell you about an exciting partnership. Xbox Game Pass is coming to Nintendo Switch.
That'd be bold.
It's something that we've known is coming for a while. Like, all the pieces were there, and when it first got leaked, one of the pieces of the leak was Cuphead coming to Switch. And so that came to pass. Like, all of the original leaks were like, X, Y, and Z is going to happen, and part of that happening is Cuphead coming to Switch. So I think Xbox Game Pass coming to Switch is going to... It's going to get announced at this E3. Just whether Xbox Game Pass on Switch is announced as part of the Microsoft show or part of the Nintendo show is what I'm unsure of. Where do you think it's going to get stuck?
I think Microsoft will take it, but I think Nintendo will also show it as part of their E3 Direct, but in that part that's like, bam, 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 because Microsoft will have already covered it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So, one of the other things that has been going around the campfire, and I think that it'll show up at the Nintendo conference, but is worth mentioning here, is that multiple well-sourced people indicated that Nintendo has resurrected and is funding Scalebound for the Switch.
Oh, yeah, that's what I heard.
But it's not like Microsoft doesn't own, it's not like they stopped owning the IP, which means that like the business would have been complicated because the business would have required Platinum, Microsoft, and Nintendo setting down. But we also know that that's something which Phil Spencer is more than willing to do. We know that is something which, like if they want to talk about Xbox Game Pass being great value and how you're getting Microsoft first party titles day one with Xbox Game Pass, it's cool to talk about all of the Microsoft first party titles that you're getting on day one on the Xbox, but when you're also like, hey, and also you can get Microsoft first party titles day one as part of Game Pass on Switch too, like Scalebound is kind of an impressive moment. It's kind of like a check out the value for this service that exists across multiple devices. Like it's a reason to on stage to effectively tell people that they should own at least 2 consoles. Like, look at all the great value in Game Pass. Play the new Halo day one.
Do it.
Play the new Gears of War day one. Play Scalebound day one. Get this stuff.
Own 2 consoles. There are at least 2 people in your house, and someone wants to watch Netflix.
I don't think they'll show anything from. So, like, they bought, like, both In Exile and Obsidian, which are 2 big CRPG companies. My guess is one of them will show something, not the other, because they don't want the games to get lost. Like, they develop similar style games. My guess.
I'm gonna put easy money on a new.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's yes, Tegan. That is the easiest of money.
The easiest money. New Forza.
Will Undead Labs show a new State of Decay? Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Even if it's just like the title thing. The title card, State of Decay. So, like how Nintendo sometimes just goes, hey, like Zelda.
So I guess if like we're going to talk about places where we're going to see the Outer Worlds, this is where we'll probably see the Outer Worlds, which is also at this point a chance for Microsoft to talk about Microsoft first party, not only on Xbox and Switch. This is also a chance where they can be like, lol, please buy this Microsoft first party game on PS4, because they did announce that Outer Worlds will come to PS4 as well.
God, that'd be hilarious.
I'm going to go ahead and make my not too bold. I'm going to say this is also easy money. This will be the show of the show. This will be the presentation to beat. I just don't see anybody.
You think this will be the one to talk about?
Yeah, this is the one that when we're done,
yeah,
we're gonna like have to pee and have a cigarette. Like this is that show.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you don't get the UTI. Speaking of being done,
good transition, Rocky. I see where this is going.
Bethesda is going to be after Microsoft and rip.
Oh my god!
Because they're not.
If it's not 90%, we're sorry. We're so amazingly sorry. Then like I don't give a fuck.
Well, Tegan, first they're not gonna talk about Elder Scrolls 6 and they're not going to talk about Starbound. But they may give an update on what's going on with those bags. No, they won't. They'll never do that.
Oh, God! Yeah, still no bag, by the way, for Bag Watch.
We'll probably get ESO stuff. It'd be really funny if they spend another, 20 minutes talking about Elder Scrolls Blades again. That would be, chef's kiss.
So, all right. God. So what is realistically going to happen at this conference? Wolfenstein, the Wolfensteining comes out in July. So they're going to talk.
Oh, yeah, we'll see Youngblood.
So we're going to see some of that. We're probably going to see a lot of that.
And they'll tell us about a new content update for Fallout 76.
So my guess is that it's going to be we're going to get fucking Todd Howard on stage, that big nerd, and he's going to be like, "Hey guys, we've heard all your feedback about Fallout 76. Don't worry, there's content in the game now." Wah! And he'll make some self-deprecating joke about if you look under your seat, there's a bag. No, really. Whoops. They're going to try and last year when he clowned on the fact that their single player games are all full of bugs, and he's like, "Our games have bugs in them." It's going to be that kind of garbage. There will be zero.
If that garbage does not include him getting arrested by some fucking Skyrim guards and them putting a fucking Fallout 76 bag on his head, I don't care.
I thought it'd be...
I don't care.
I thought Brian was going to go the direction of them having the canvas bags under everyone's seats, but each one's actually just full of maggots or something.
Oh my god, I'd be so mad.
My guess is time will get spent on Blades. Probably not 20 minutes, but they're going to talk a little bit about stuff coming out for it. We're going to hear some more about whatever the next expansion is for ESO. He's going to spend some more time on please play Elder Scrolls Hearthstone or whatever the fuck it's called. Is it Legends? Is that the name of the game?
I think it might be.
Please play some more of Elder Scrolls Hearthstone. Please, please, please. There will be something dumb in VR. There will be a lot of time on Wolfenstein Youngbloods. There will be a lot of time. Probably the centerpiece of the show will be Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah, that's actually a big deal.
Yep, because this is the year. We're going to be release date, gameplay. My guess is October for Doom Eternal. And I think we'll get a little. I think we'll get a Game Awards style initial gameplay reveal for Starbound. You remember that from 2010, back when it was on Spike TV, when they did the first gameplay reveal for Skyrim, where they're like, "Skyrim," and they showed 5 minutes of gameplay, and everyone just fucking came in their pants. It's going to be that kind of thing. It's going to be here's 5 minutes of Starbound, no commentary, but about 5 minutes worth. And then it'll be "Thanks, guys." And because everyone's going to be so yowie wowie for that, they won't even need to invoke the words Elder Scrolls 6.
Wait, Brian, do you mean Starfield?
Yeah, Starfield. Shit.
Because Bethesda already said that they're not gonna mention Starfield at the show.
Do we believe them?
I mean, who believes Bethesda at this point? But I don't know. But they definitely said that. Well, they've been hinting that it's not going to come out for current gen stuff.
You know what? That's an even better argument for, I guess, it not being there. But Microsoft will have announced their new console earlier that day.
Ooh,
which means...
So they might be and this is what it looks like on the new Xbox 2X.
Yeah, so because Microsoft will have announced the Microsoft Big and Tall earlier that day...
the Microsoft Venti.
The Microsoft...
Yo, it
the
comes in
Microsoft
3
Trenta.
It does. It comes in bone in, boneless, and HD remake.
Oh god.
That means that Bethesda later that day could be the first third-party studio to be like, here's something that we're working on for the Microsoft Big and Tall. So it would not surprise me if they're like, hey guys, here's Starfield. We know we said we weren't bringing it, but whatever. Over here is also Andrew WK.
But you can't trust us as far as you can throw
Yeah,
us.
I guess that is a good point too, Tegan. Like, they are in a we need to earn trust back kind of mode. So, do they put it up and then not say the title? They're like, we just want to show you something that we're working on for Microsoft's new console. Don't say a title, so that way they can have their cake and eat it too.
Right, yeah. We didn't say we were showing. We said we weren't showing Starbound, and we weren't. They actually have changed the name. It's not Starbound anymore.
We've all done it now. It's Starfield. Fuck.
It's Starfield. It's not Starfield anymore. It's Starbound. Fuck it.
Oh fuck! But Starbound's already a game. It came out in 2016.
It's a new game now.
Oh no!
The theme of Bethesda press conference. Fallout 76. It's a new game now. Elder Scrolls Blades.
Yeah.
It's a new game now. Are we done with Bethesda?
I don't know. Are they gonna fucking send me my bag?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, I will rephrase and I will be more specific. Are we done with Bethesda's conference? Okay.
Yes.
Next up, closing out, Sunday the 9th, Devolver Digital.
It's gonna be a cluster again. I'm gonna leave disturbed and upset and unsure of my sexuality.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be like some like incredible violence on stage. I don't think Nia Struthers will return, even though I really want her to. But she's definitely dead. Can't do anything about it.
Well, remember, like, they started the Resurrection Project, like the RoboCop style, rebuilding her bit.
I hope they make a bit about like Reggie, like being dead or something.
I hope they bring in a Reginator.
A Reginator, yo!
It's just Reggie, but he's actually got, like, a big cardboard mask. Like, he's a really badly done robot. Everyone can tell he's just, like, a cardboard robot.
Oh, it'd be OD, but what if he actually did the conference? Like, he just, like, the fake conference, obviously.
Oh my god, Reggie leading the conference.
That'd be really wild.
Oh my god. As you all know, I have left Nintendo. Of my own free will. And then there's, like... He, like, jerks violently.
Oh, no.
You know, their first big stupid press conference featured marking the death of Dave Lang. The second one featured the Dave Lang hologram. Does the third one feature the resurrection of Dave Lang?
Wait, no. It's the Dave Lang Institute for the Raid 2 studies.
The Dave Lang Institute for drinking excessively in Tokyo. The Dave Lang Institute for international inebriation. Yo, let's go!
Yeah!
The Dave Lang Institute for International Inebriation. I'm all the way in.
The Dave Lang, the Dave Lang Foundation for Prius Sex.
We support working women, and, like, that's it. It gets arrested. Like, the FBI breaks in partway through and shuts the entire thing down.
I mean, the first, like, oh, man. The couch show for the first year was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I think Rocky and I must have watched it for 4 hours. It just...
Because, like, we just couldn't believe it was happening.
They just... Wow.
I think it'd be really interesting if they did like kind of like a taxi cab confessional style thing, but like they do it with ride shares, where like various passengers that like get into the car like are like facing the camera, but they like end up talking about these games, and like the fake commercials in between are just like game trailers. That could be cool.
There is going to be some kind of bullshit online, not a cryptocurrency, but something that, like, you're going to be able to purchase that you may or may not actually end up receiving.
Oh, shit.
Mike?
They're going to announce that they're running for president.
Oh, no. The 24th.
Everyone else is in on this. Why not?
My guess is that we're also going to hear a fair bit about actual video games as well. I know that sounds shocking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know if My Friend Pedro has come out. I feel like if My Friend Pedro My Friend Pedro still not out.
Okay, so we might get like a release date for My Friend Pedro.
That seems like and it will be out shortly kind of moment. Stuff that I see them talking about, I think they're definitely going to talk about Metal Wolf Chaos XD. Because that was like a big reveal moment for them last year. We'll probably hear some more about My Friend Pedro. They did that trailer last year for Serious Sam where they were playing music that was legally not Born to Be Wild. And they were talking about how many enemies could be rendered on screen at one time in Serious Sam 4. Like, I could totally see them like showing that off and being like, here are 2,000 enemies on screen at one time in Serious Sam 4.
I think we're going to get a better cut trailer for, like, Observation.
Well, Observation is going to be, like, out at that point, right? Doesn't Observation come out, like, next week?
I thought it comes out, like, in August or something.
I'm going to check.
I'm pulling it up now. May 21st. Never mind.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
I was going to say, I thought that was next week. Also, I've heard really good things about that, by the way. Like, low-key, I've heard, like, don't sleep on Observation. It's the game that nobody was expecting. Yeah.
Sick. Devolver.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of what they do, right? Putting out games that, like, people get excited about. Like, as I recall, Eider looked good when they showed it last year, but they also haven't said a peep about it since. So I think I think it will be a good, fun show with lots of meta commentary about the state of E3. Lots of good jokes. Mm-hmm. The fact that there is ongoing lore and there is a plot to the continued Devolver Digital E3 press conferences. Like, I will definitely have my phone handy so I can buy whatever they tell me to buy at that moment, because hopefully it'll be some bullshit like a fake cryptocurrency or a stuffed animal or a fleshlight or whatever. Like, I'll buy your dumb shit, Devolver. I'm way on board. It's actually a little bit earlier this year. Last year it was at 11 p.m. Year before it was at 11 p.m. This year they're doing it at 10 p.m. So,
okay.
Thank God.
That's right. Tegan usually just hears us like screaming about
right,
it
because
on the
for
chat.
her it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah, I'm just like what the yeah, it's so late at night. I'm actually gonna be able to, hey, at this rate I'm gonna be able to actually stay up and watch it.
This will be great. Tegan will be there for the madness.
I mean, it does take it a little bit out of the adult swim time slot, that they've kind of been capitalizing on, but I think that this will get a chance to like put it in front of a larger audience, and that's good because they put on a good and fun show. Is that all we got for Devolver Digital? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
First up, on Monday, the PC Gaming Showcase, brought to you by the PC Gaming Showcase.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll get a fifth, Ori and the Blind Forest game.
Finji will be there.
They should. Finji will be there. Realistically, we're definitely getting new information on the new Cherry game, and I can't wait. Because Hollow Knight announced that they're doing a sequel,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks hand drawn again, but it looks wild, and I want to see it. It looks really dope. I just want it right into my bloodstream. Let's get it. Hopefully we'll get a release date for Tunic. Didn't Hello Games announce something last year or recently that's supposed to be
Yeah. They announced something which was basically hey guys, we're not just a No Man's Sky support studio.
Right.
What was it? As I recall, it even looked neat.
It was a side-scrolling action adventure thing, but I remember there being a boat and you're sailing kind of serenely through a river or something.
Oh God, what? The Last Campfire.
The Last Campfire, yeah.
This seems like that's a good call, Rocky. This seems like a real good place for that to show up. I would say that is either going to be here or the Microsoft stage.
I'd like to see a salient update, probably a new content pack for the Supergiant Games game that's in early access on the Epic Store.
Yeah, Hades. This would be a likely place to see Hades. I feel like this also seems like a good place where we might see something from Paradox. I think this seems like a good place for Paradox to discuss or announce games. Oh shit! All right, I know what we're gonna see at this conference.
Warframe.
Warframe is another likely candidate. I feel like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is real strong candidate for this one. Being that the original Bloodlines is a PC cult classic that everybody loves, and the world is straight up ready for Bloodlines 2, and there's been all this stuff. They've been doing a whole bunch of teaser trailers for Bloodlines in the last few weeks. This seems like a good place to do kind of a deep dive, gameplay deep dive. My guess is didn't somebody just buy the studio that developed 2 Point Hospital?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Let
me see that. 2 Point Hospital, made by 2 Point Studios. 2 Point Studios.
I think somebody just bought them.
Is now owned by Sega.
You know what? And Sega also traditionally has a big presence at the PC gaming show as well. So what are they gonna show?
It would be really funny if we got a tie-in game for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
No, thank you.
I think more.
It would be really funny.
I think more likely is a new Total War game, because that's a Sega-owned property which does really well on PC. It does feel like at this point that actual Sega releases are 30% Sonic, 35% Yakuza games, and 35% Total War.
If you're giving us Yakuza games, I am not mad at them.
Yeah, so So I think that like we'll see a big Sega presence. I think we'll see a Paradox presence. I think we'll see a Finji presence. And now that we've kind of talked it through, I feel like there's enough developers who've got stuff on deck right now. I actually want to watch the PC Gaming Showcase this year.
Yeah, but like, who can be awake? Honestly, like, well, I mean, I guess we'll all be awake because like Devolver Digital will steal our sleep from us.
I was gonna say, Rocky, this is gonna be at 10 a.m. We're gonna be fine.
Oh my god,
be fine. The next up is Ubisoft.
Oh, we're gonna get another Rabbids game. I don't know how. I don't know when, but well, I do know when. It's gonna be June 10th. They're gonna tell us.
It's gonna be a different. Is it gonna be a different crossover? Or is it gonna be like just a straight up Rabbids game?
It's gonna be. They're gonna announce a new game for the Switch built in the Breath of the Wild engine, where it's like Breath of the Wild Majora's Mask, but instead it's Breath of the Wild like Rabbids Mask, and there's just Rabbids in the Breath of the Wild world. We're just gonna get it. I don't know.
Final Fantasy VII Rabbids remix.
That's the next show, Tegan. Yeah, that's the Square-Enix show.
We're gonna get. Honestly, we're probably gonna get a lot of content updates, like Wildlands, Division, For Honor. They're gonna talk a little bit about competitive.
They're going to talk about whatever this year's, because remember they're doing another full year of support for Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
True.
But here's something I find very interesting, is that Ubisoft recently said on an investment call that they have, and so this is something that they're telling stockholders, which is where this shit needs to be true, that they have 3 games which which are going to release before 3 full-priced boxed retail games that are releasing before the end of the fiscal year. So before the end of March next year. We know that that is not likely not Skull and Bones, because they just announced a delay on Skull and Bones yesterday. And the delay on Skull and Bones happened after the investment call, so I suppose it could have been one of those games, and they just pushed it out. But that still means 2 other games which are going to be out before March of next year. They did just announce that new Ghost Recon game. So we're going to see a shit ton about that. Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Wait, didn't they like sneak announce Splinter Cell?
They've been sneak announcing Splinter Cell now for over a year. They keep on putting Splinter Cell clues in games. So my guess is this is the time, like they legit brought in Michael Ironside to do voiceover for that like timed special Ghost Recon Wildlands mission. You don't bring in Michael Ironside to just voice a fucking like free mission for your other game. Like, if you brought him in, it was because he was recording VO for the new Splinter Cell game.
Colonel.
Yeah.
We'll probably get an actual date on Beyond Good and Evil 2, because like that still doesn't have a date.
Yeah, we're probably going to see a shit ton more of that. My guess is no date for that yet, but my guess is like a lot of gameplay.
I don't know. I think they have a real shot at making it like a holiday.
Really?
They have a shot.
You want to make this interesting, Rocky?
What's going on, Brian? What are you talking about right now?
I want to bet that they will not announce a date.
Ooh, what if I get it if I win?
What are the stakes? What are the stakes?
Hmm. Damn. Because I want this to be like. I kind of want this to be like a. I don't know what I'm thinking right now. Why am I so tired? This is so bad. I'm usually better at this. I kind of want this to be like a shame bet, though. I want to make Brian do something embarrassing for the public, for the culture, when I'm right about this. I have no idea what that is right now. Tegan, do you have any ideas?
No idea.
Tragic. Brian, make up some mistakes, man. Ooh, no, actually, if I win, you have to stream Brandon Johnson Chapter 1. You gotta play.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Fair enough.
What do you want if you win?
I think you're going to stream Monster Hunter World on #MyTerms.
What does that even mean?
To be developed. I need to do some research on builds for Monster Hunter World.
Brian's going to produce my my Monster Hunter World stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down. Let's get it.
Yep. We can find out some things about, like, costumes and builds. And...
Wiggler hat.
Oh,
Wiggler hat!
The Wiggler hat's so goofy. It's so good.
Will there be a small Ubisoft game this year?
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
They seem to, like, do those, like... When was the last small Ubisoft game?
Just Starlink doesn't count.
Yeah, like I'm talking about, like, the stuff like Grow Up. There was, like, Grow Up, Grow Home, and what was the... Valiant Hearts, The Great War, which was from Ubisoft Montpellier. And...
What about Hungry Shark World?
Shark World?
It came out. There's a game called Hungry Shark World that came out.
And what was that? Child of Light, Grow Up, Grow Home, Valiant Hearts. These are like the it seems like that for a few years there, they did like a 4 or 5 year streak where they released like these games that were like $20 games where they're like, hey, check it out. Like, check out this Ubisoft game. And they were bite-sized and they were fun. And I feel like we're due for one of those. It's generally something that they'll like stick a studio on when like the studio is not full on doing support for some like mega project. And we straight up getting Watch Dogs 3 this year. Not a doubt in my body. Like, it's happening. It's going to be in London. We're getting London Watch Dogs. In fact, that could very well be one of the games that they said will be out before the end of the fiscal year. Yeah. Cool. And it feels like a good time to strike with it, too. Because it's been a long time since GTA 5. And all those people who come to GTA for the single-player content probably feeling pretty damn underserved at this point. It's also been a long time since we've had a Saints Row game. and Agents of Mayhem was definitely not a Saints Row game. So I feel like Watch Dogs is going to hit at the right time here. So new Splinter Cell, new Watch Dogs, more stuff on Ghost Recon, bunch of stuff on like new content for existing games, because we know they're definitely in that ongoing support model. Do we think that there will be another year of DLC for Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle?
Probably not. They didn't do anything in 2018.
But they did do a whole bunch of like new support for online competitive multiplayer, which wasn't there before. Yeah, like they may not have been like, here's a new campaign, but they did like roll out whole new modes and create an online competitive scene, which was wild. I think this will be a good show. I think that the next show will mostly not be a good show.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, Square-Enix is going to admit openly, without fear, that they will never remake Final Fantasy VIII. They're going to admit that
Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, they're going to admit that Final Fantasy VIII was a mistake. That Squall really did die at the end of the first disc. They will not be taking questions.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think they're going to play a slightly longer video of the Final Fantasy VII remake. I don't think they're going to give us a content roadmap. I think that demo will be hands-on on the floor. Hopefully there'll be some hands-on stuff for Final Fantasy XIV.
You know, if that Final Fantasy VII game is playable on the floor, there's only one place it could be.
Switch! The new Microsoft box.
Yeah.
Brian wasn't even going to humor me with the Switch.
Well, no, Tegan, I was running through in my head, is there any possible way that be?
Hell no.
Yeah,
Hell no.
We know that the Switch can't run it. But I was like, but Nintendo... We know that Nintendo is going to be putting out the beefier Switch at some point, but we also know that like Nintendo has said that they're not going to be discussing any kind of like beefier Switch at this E3. And so the only way I could conceive, the only way you could conceivably have Final Fantasy VII Remake was if Final Fantasy VII Remake was coming to Xbox Game Pass and it was part of like the streaming service for the Switch. I just, that seems to be too many announcements inside of announcements inside of announcements. Yeah.
That'd be good. Yes, I want the inception of announcements.
Will there be any discussion of ongoing Kingdom Hearts 3 support?
Kingdom Hearts 3 support, bro. They're just gonna put out critical mode and then make Kingdom Hearts 4.
They're gonna do DLC where you get to play as Kairi for a little bit.
Oh, they could have just put that in the game. But
yeah, I know, they could have just fucking put that in a game. They could have done a lot of things with Kairi, and they didn't, okay? Fuck! Kairi's a good girl and deserves a good arc and actually participate in fucking battles. God!
No, but it's all about the bromance romance about Sora and
Fuck
Riku.
the bromance romance! I want mom and dad chasing after their stupid child who doesn't understand anything about the hearts.
There will be not a peep about Just Cause. Just Cause is effectively in mothballs. There'll be not a peep about Tomb Raider.
Life is Strange 2 Episode 2 will be available
Life is
now.
Strange Episode 3 is out, so if they come out talking about Life is Strange Episode 2, like...
Life is Strange... Okay, so Life is Strange Episode 4, then.
Okay, that's conceivable.
We'll probably get a trailer for the Avengers project.
No, please no.
I think we're gonna get a trailer.
I feel like that.
Or anything.
Will there be a voiceover by someone who actually acted as an Avenger in a movie?
I feel like that they've got to start showing that game.
They're gonna have Scarlett Johansson on stage.
They've been working on that Avengers game at this point for like how long? 3 years.
To be fair, they keep adding shit into the Avengers universe.
Hey, that's how Disney works now. They tell game companies, "Hey, we're doing some stuff. Just keep adding shit. Just keep putting it in there. Just shove it in there, and then we get
it in there. Remake the entirety of Frozen. Just do it. Just remake Frozen."
Oh
man.
Now I want to play more Kingdom Hearts 3. Fuck.
Oh shit, that's right. I gotta play that too. I didn't
you
put it on the calendar.
You gotta. You gotta. We gotta talk about it,
so
Rocky. Please.
Okay.
Pick it up. Pre-owned.
I think that.
No, I have it. I actually, I have it on my PS4, but I played like the first 2 hours, and then like I haven't gone back yet.
I mean, to be fair, I'm still working my way through both The Good Place and Persona 5, so...
That's fair.
Like, you owe me now.
I'll do it. I'll get through it by June, I'm pretty sure.
So that Avengers game, actually, you know what? I'm going to revise. Not only does that Avengers game have to be there, it has to be a big presence. Like, it has to be like, hey guys, check this out. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me in the least if they don't announce a date for this year.
They're going to have Scarlett Johansson and Mark Ruffalo there. That'll be great.
Aww, I want Mark Ruffalo to be there. He seems nice.
Babylon's Fall gameplay? Nah?
Gameplay trailer, but no live gameplay.
They announced it last year. It's Platinum. We know Platinum doesn't just sit on their thumbs.
Gameplay trailer, no live gameplay for like the show. None of that like scripted gameplay. Just like this is what it's gonna look like, and you can play it on the show floor at the Microsoft booth because Sony isn't here.
But also like. Platinum has that Astral Chain game coming out in August.
Yeah, so there's Babylon's Fall that they're doing for Square-Enix. There's Astral Chain for... I mean, they're self-publishing with that, right? Yeah, that's self-published. Yeah. They're doing that for Switch. There's Bayonetta 3 that they're doing, and then nobody knows that they're back on Scalebound.
Okay, I'm gonna say Scalebound, Bayonetta, and Astral Chain will not be shown at this one. I think they're gonna wait. Nintendo's gonna show those.
Babylon's Fall, I don't think Babylon's Fall's coming out for PS4 and PC. I don't think that they have Switch like listed. It'd be wild if it came out on Switch. Like, oh my god! But
did I say Babylon? Because I meant Bayonetta.
Oh.
Did I say the wrong thing?
You did say Babylon, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, Bayonetta.
Okay. We could use another Bayonetta game.
I feel like they're going to mention this the Babylon's Fall. Now, whether it's just another trailer without gameplay, and isn't the studio that did Octopath Traveler on a new project?
I mean, in addition to the prequel?
Yeah, they're doing the prequel.
The prequel mobile game?
We might see some of that.
That's Japan only. The mobile game's
They
Japan
clarified
only.
on an investment call that it's not Japan only. It's Japan is only announced right now.
Oh. Holy shit, what is this? It's just a fan. Never mind, whatever.
And I think that they got a new game from Tokyo RPG Factory. Which I think is coming out pretty soon, so they might give some lip service to that. What is that? Oninaki? Yeah, Oninaki from Tokyo RPG Factory, which is for Switch. So that could conceivably be. It's going to be Switch and PS4. So I can see that either showing up at the Square-Enix press conference or the Nintendo Direct. So Octopath mobile game US announce, Oninaki, which is already announced, like, and Oninaki is coming out, I think, in like fucking August. So they need to start showing some shit for that, really. A little bit more Final Fantasy VII, but not by damn much.
Yeah.
Big Avengers showcase.
Wait, Versus 13 is what ultimately became Dissidia, right?
Versus 13 is what ultimately became 15.
Wait, but 15 was 15.
Because
I thought, 13 was 15. They said that they were going to do, like, 13 and 13 verses. Like, that was the initial announcement, like, 2009.
Yeah, and 13 verses,
and, like,
13 verses became 15.
I thought 13 became 15, and then versus became Dissidia.
What?
Yeah, because, like, remember they announced 2 games when they originally did 13. They showed Noctis, and they showed, like, the characters that would ultimately be, like, the squad or whatever. But it was going to be, like, 2 games. It was going to be, like, a Final Fantasy, like, style game where you play as, like, a group of heroes or whatever. And there was going to be, like, a multiplayer combat game that they were going to build as well. And then they announced Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 13 Versus. I know 13 has, like, online PvP, but I'm trying to remember if that concept just got rolled back into 15, or if they spent some of that on Dissidia. But then again, Noctis isn't in Dissidia, so I guess that is kind of a moot point. That's all a digression. I was thinking that maybe we'd get something closer to 13 verses later, but
So I don't think we're expecting much from this one. Am I right?
Well, yeah, it's all Square-Enix. Just hope they don't shit the bed.
Oh God, guys, remember the fucking Quiet Man trailer from last year? That moment that the entire industry collectively said, "What the fuck was that?" for about 20 minutes. Oh. Here's hoping that they put out something else which is equally meme-tastic.
Oh no, not like this.
Which I guess leads into Nintendo.
Super Mario Maker 2 is available on the floor to play.
Yeah.
True.
Number 1. Number 2, we get a date and a proper trailer for Animal Crossing game.
That would be
Number
nice.
3, we get a date for Luigi's Mansion 3 and a teaser trailer.
Okay.
God, we get more information on the new Sword and Shield game, including the number of gyms. Like, if they're going back to the gym system or if they're doing something else wonky as fuck. Ugh. Along with a legendary character that will be available if you pre-order something. Wow. And the next character in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC roster.
That sounds about right.
Also, a date for Link's Awakening Remake! Link's Awakening Remake available right now!
And we'll probably get, like, a date for Cadence of Hyrule.
Yeah! Yes! Give me.
And then, what was I just thinking? I think it would be really interesting of them to make 2 character announcements for Smash Bros. So, like,
Ooh.
and then, like, one's available today, and another one's, like, available, like,
Okay, so now that we're talking...
Ooh. No, one's available tomorrow. One's available tomorrow because the server will crash otherwise.
True.
Like, one's available tomorrow, and the other's available closer to holiday.
Nintendo is in a situation where they can't afford to have their online infrastructure. They do not want their shit crashing at E3. So my guess is that there will be some stuff in the showcase that will be available now. But it will not be new Smash characters, because you announce a new Smash character at E3 when everybody is watching, which means everybody just picks up their fucking Switch and downloads it, is not the kind of thing Nintendo, with their, like...
If your Switch is already attached to the internet, then it would download it automatically.
The server stream I'm thinking about is like, what if every Smash player hopped online to play Smash at once? Like, is Nintendo's infrastructure such that they can support that? Like, Nintendo has not been great for being able to, like, handle, like, huge server load. But I can see them announcing multiple Smash characters and have them coming soon. I'm anticipating this being an opportunity for, once again, to highlight that partnership, that growing special relationship with Microsoft, and see Banjo and Kazooie coming as, like, Ice Climber style characters.
That could be neat. I don't think Nintendo's going to give Microsoft their time, because...
But Smash is their property. It's not giving Microsoft their time. And Banjo and Kazooie are already characters which people, for the most part, associate with a Nintendo platform. Yeah.
Right.
In fact, you can do that announcement without having Microsoft on your screen at all. It's just one of those things that, like, people who keep up with the industry and understand the industry will be like, oh, hey, this means that Nintendo and Microsoft did the business, because Microsoft owns those characters now. And all the time, Nintendo announces characters which are owned by third parties as big Smash announcements. Like, they don't, like, say, like, hey, guys, and by the way, like, we don't own fucking Joker from Persona. You know, like, we had to do the business to do this. We're like, hey, guys.
Persona 5 on Switch.
Yeah.
That should be coming. 'Cause, like,
that announcement's definitely happening.
Yeah.
Persona 5 on Switch, January. Winter 2019-2020.
I feel like they might swing for holiday. But only if, like, Pokemon ends up being, like, a September-October release.
Pokemon's going to be a November release. For sure. It's going to be holiday.
I think that Luigi's Mansion is a good call. I feel like Cadence of Hyrule is going to be a right now moment. That they're going to talk about it, and then they're going to say, hey, it's happening right now. I think that Animal Crossing is going to get a little bit of focus, but they're also going to say something like, and we'll have more to say about Animal Crossing later this summer. Like, Animal Crossing is going to get an Animal Crossing specific direct. There is going to be an Animal Crossing direct. But they are going to spend a metric shit ton of time pounding us with Super Mario Maker 2 info. Because Super Mario Maker 2 is going to be coming out a couple weeks after E3. And we know that, like, Nintendo's priority when it comes to messaging is always, like, what is coming out soonest. And so it would not surprise me if, like, a full half of the direct is Mario Maker 2. Especially if we, like, look at their last few years of directs as a model for that. Like,
I don't want to say that it's the direct that's going to be Mario Maker 2. I'm going to say it's the Treehouse Lives that are going to be Mario Maker 2.
They also have the Mario, like, tournament, like, on those days, right?
That's the Friday before. Yeah.
Okay.
But they've got, you know, like, when they rolled out Breath of the Wild, like when they had their big Breath of the Wild E3, like the presentation was Breath of the Wild. The treehouse was Breath of the Wild. Like they definitely, I think, are we going to get a metric ton of Mario Maker 2? I will have no objections. So guys, any details I can get on this year's Game of the Year, I'm looking forward to. I'm very excited. And my guess is like tons on Astral Chain. I'm guessing also a decent. This is the year that their E3 presentation is going to have a pretty large amount of third-party stuff. Because at this point, you know, like when the entire video game industry was caught by surprise by the Switch doing well, and everybody started putting stuff into production, and we start thinking about 2 to 3 year dev cycles. This is around the time we're going to start seeing all that shit, you know, coming to fruition. So this is the year where we're going to see a bunch of Switch announcements by third parties. You know, we've started to see that bear fruit. You know, like Mortal Kombat 11 was day and date for Switch, which would have been like the first major example of something that's dev cycle probably started around the time of the Switch's release. Be really curious to see, like, you know, what else that looks like. We know that it's going to mean more Ubisoft support. We know that it's going to mean more Bethesda support. We know that Wolfenstein Youngbloods is coming to Switch, so my guess is, like, you know, when Nintendo does their sizzle reel where they're like, please check out these 40 fucking games. My guess is that, like, Youngbloods will be in the sizzle reel. My guess is Doom Eternal will be in the sizzle reel. I think we'll see a fair bit. Like, what inevitable Switch ports of games that have been out for a minute do you think are going to get announced? What are this year's inevitable Switch ports?
I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Doesn't feel salient to me.
You don't think that there's going to be Switch ports announced?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't know which games would obviously be ported to Switch.
Yeah, I think it's the word obvious that's getting us.
Then I'll rephrase. What Switch ports would you... What do you see? What do you think is possible?
I mean, it's plain it's possible. Like, Iconoclast could be on the Switch, so it could fall in Legion. You know? Or, like...
I feel like... Darksiders 2 or even Darksiders 3 getting ported to Switch feel like are likely business. We know that THQ Nordic likes supporting the console. They just put out, like, they put out Darksiders 1 for it, and they just recently put out Saints Row 3 for Switch. So I could see the Darksiders game getting ported to Switch. I'm wondering if Capcom is going to put out like kind of a stripped down version of the Resident Evil 2 remake for Switch. Like
maybe if it was streamable. I don't know. Resident Evil 2 remake feels like really intense. Like I feel like it'd be a stretch even for like the beefy Switch.
Do you think that we're going to see the stripped down Switch? The likely not a Switch?
That wouldn't be a bad idea. And that lines up with the rumors, but I don't know if we'll actually see it.
My guess is that the not a Switch shows up at this conference.
I believe that.
Like hey guys, check this thing out. The Joy-Cons don't come off the side, so that way your kid can't fuck it up. The screen is smaller. Enjoy. When does the Dr. Mario mobile game come out?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I feel like that's a thing that could be talked about.
Well, like, they also are going to talk about, like, the Pokemon mobile game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all that just says later this year. So we might get dates for, like, Nintendo's mobile stuff. Actually, likely will,
yeah.
To be honest. Most people that do play video games tend to play on their phones now.
Maybe we could see the return of the mobile Mario Kart game. Seems like a good time to bring it back into the conversation. We'll probably get some, like, since we're seeing that expanded, I think that one of those third-party partners that we'll see get a little bit more focus at the show will probably be Microsoft, not in the context of like having someone on stage or on screen from Microsoft, but talking about Microsoft third-party titles which are found on the console. Like, my guess is that the way it'll work is that Microsoft is going to announce Xbox Game Pass for Switch on their stage, and then what will happen in the Nintendo press conference is Nintendo will bring some focus around some stuff that Microsoft is actually publishing for the console, which can be either purchased individually or is included in Xbox Game Pass on the Switch. Like, my guess is Minecraft for Switch, which we know gets the same updates as other versions of Minecraft. The only version of Minecraft which currently sits in outer darkness is the PlayStation version, which can't play with all the other kids. So my guess is that there'll be some focus around some new updates for Minecraft for Switch.
That'd be a good thing to do alongside like the micro Switch.
Yeah, like hey guys, like it's a good, like, there are definitely like ways for like Microsoft to have like a good, I don't know what you want to call it, like a real but quiet presence at Nintendo's press conference. Like, hey, look, here's an Ori game for Switch. Absolutely. Like, it's one of those ones that makes perfect sense. Like, I can see like multiple Microsoft announcements that don't like scream weird out of place thing. Something that I can't figure out where it's going to happen, but is somewhere somebody is got to give attention to Psychonauts 2.
Oh yeah,
it's getting to be time.
Maybe on the PC stage. Wait, who owns that studio right now?
Double Fine? No, they're fully independent. Double Fine is not owned by anybody.
Yeah, they'll probably just show up on the PC gaming showcase. Be a good place for it. I don't think they'll take center stage, but like they're probably not gonna get center stage anywhere else.
I don't know, man. Psychonauts 2, like that feels like a thing. Like we know that, traditionally a thing that like both Microsoft and Sony have done is, put high profile third party titles on their stage, and Psychonauts 2 has got an enormous amount of anticipation around it. I can see it showing up on the Microsoft stage. I can also see it showing up. I can see the announcement of a Psychonauts 2 port for Switch being a thing that happens like that, because Tim Schafer already said that he would like to bring Psychonauts 2 to Switch. And they got some additional funding, so I could see that happening. And if we're talking about like ports that feel like things that could get announced for Switch, so we know that Double Fine wants to support the Switch, and one of the the types of ports that do well on Switch are ports of like larger games. Like people like buying full-sized experiences for their Switch. There's a reason that like Dragon's Dogma is getting an entirely new life cycle on Switch. I could see Brutal Legend doing very well on Switch.
I feel like that's a weird fit.
Those RTS elements?
Yeah, but isn't Brutal Legend like rated M?
But dude, so's Dragon's Dogma, and so's Resident Evil. Like,
hold on. I think Dragon's Dogma has like a T on it. Jesus.
Dragon's Dogma, rated M. Yep.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. Resident Evil 0, 1, and 4, which are all out for Switch, all rated M. Saints Row the Third that just came out, rated M. Doom, rated M.
Wait,
Doom's on Switch.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, Doom did very well on Switch.
Like 2016 Doom.
Yeah, 2016 Doom did very well on Switch.
Okay.
Skyrim.
Well, Skyrim's everywhere.
But I
Skyrim's already on Switch.
I'm not talking about now port. I'm talking about like Rocky being surprised at the idea of M-rated games on Switch. Yeah.
Oh.
And M-rated games are doing just fine on Switch. And Mortal Kombat fucking 11, a game where you like pull out people's spines and then shove them up their own butthole, like came out on Switch the same day as like the other platforms. And not only that, Nintendo highlighted Mortal Kombat 11 in a fucking direct. They're like, hey, look, everybody, Mortal Kombat 11. So, like, not only are M-rated games out there, it's not like Nintendo tries to hide them away from the world now. So I'd be curious to see, like, how that manifests in the form of, like, third-party support, what we see. So, anything that isn't one of the showcases that we highlighted that you guys want to see, or you know how it is the week before E3. Like, last year it was used by a whole bunch of people who weren't going to have stage shows, who wanted to make announcements.
I'd like to see some Capcom announcements, but I don't know where they would be specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what they... God, I don't even know what they have right now or what they would show right now.
I mean, there's probably more Iceborne content they could definitely provide. And
You know, that feels like a good fit for the Microsoft stage.
also, like, Capcom said that they had 3 games that they were working on this year, and like the the RE engine, which is like now their proprietary engine, which they use for like the Resident Evils. And so like they could have something to show regarding those. I don't know, maybe an RE4 remake or something.
It feels like RE3 remake is easy money. Because it's the last one, which is in like the fixed camera angle. Code Veronica remake.
That actually could be pretty good right now.
I feel like somewhere somebody needs to be showing, or so, like, if not like on a show, somebody needs to bring attention to Control from Remedy. That game is coming out in August. Everybody who's touched it says it looks real good. Everything that is out there makes it look like a real good Remedy shooter. You know, and like I'm up for a real good Remedy shooter. Like, from the people who brought me fucking Max Payne and Alan Wake comes this thing, which looks great. So it comes out on August 27th. So please show me more. I feel like Biomutant.
Oh yeah, what's going on with that?
I mean, that's due out this year. Like, I think there's actually a whole bunch of like irons in the fire at THQ Nordic, which people are curious about these days. Like, you know, there's Biomutant, which I think everybody's hot to get more details on. Think that. Let's say God. I guess that Fade to Silence game, didn't that just come out? Yeah.
Fade to Silence?
Yeah. Alright.
Wait, no, like, I'm seeing like a release date 2 years ago. Well, a year and a half. Like December 14, 2017. Plague Tale is coming.
Plague Tale came out last week and is getting really, really good, like, astoundingly good reviews. So much so that Plague Tale is going to be arriving to my house later today so that I can play it. Yeah, like, I've heard a lot of good things. THQ Nordic, which owns Deep Silver, is publishing Shenmue 3. Are we going to see Shenmue 3 anywhere at E3?
Maybe. I wouldn't count on it.
Will there be a new Saints Row game?
Yes, but it won't be announced this year.
Okay. So you don't think we're going to see that this year?
No.
Hopefully either do around the time of E3 is the first major expansion for Hitman 2. So I either want it out at E3 or I want details on it. The new level that is being added around E3 is a fucking bank. Oh my god. Put it in my veins already.
All right. That would be cool if they did around E3. I
mean, IO did a good job of managing E3 last year. Like, they got everybody really excited with what they showed at the Miami level. And like it's due June-ish, so that seems like a really good opportunity, because releasing stuff around E3 is super smart, because that's when everybody's paying attention to video games. Even people who are only like casually interested go like, oh, this is the time of year I should pay attention to video games. It's the Super Bowl. It's I won't say the Oscars. That feels more like an awards thing, but it's TV upfronts. It's the Super Bowl. It's everybody pays attention for a week.
Or American Idol. Everyone put on their phones.
This is when you find out what you want to tell mom you want for Christmas.
It's so calculated. That's real vicious.
It's not wrong though.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Any other E3 predictions, or forever hold your peace?
I think we're good.
I'm alright.
All right. I think this might be our shortest ever E3 predictions podcast, but I also think that it probably has something to do with the fact that people keep on pulling out. Fucking next year E3 is literally just going to be like Square-Enix going, we did it, guys.
We've conquered video games.
Please stay tuned for our remake of Chrono Trigger.
Oh God, not like this. I don't want them to remake Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger's great right now. I don't think it needs any updates.
It has never stopped them before.
True story.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. In a few weeks, you can listen to this and tell us how wrong we are. We understand that. And have a good E3 and peace.